yes, with one you can be making 4,000, with the other maybe around 200, 300, but it's about far more than just that. When it comes to creating content and monetizing from the content, there's tons of ways. But if you're talking specifically about selling content, there's two main ways. You give it to them or you post it for them. And obviously, if you're posting it for them, you're using your audience. A brand deal is basically when you are leveraging your audience on any platform to promote their product or service through a piece of content. UGC, on the other hand, user-generated content, is when you're providing content with a face for the brand to post to promote their product or service. Of course, I think it's obvious by now, if we're looking at the rates that I mentioned at the beginning of the video, the $4,000 commission goes to the brand deal, and then $200 to $300 goes to the person making UGC content. It sounds obvious as to which you would pick, but there's more that goes into it. First of all, one is not better than the other. Second of all, if it's about making more money, both have the capacity to make the same amount of sum in the long run. Keep in mind, just like I mentioned in the third part of the UGC series, if you want to make more through UGC, it's just about providing more to the brand, not necessarily lowering your costs that you get more brands, but the other way around. The reality is building an audience takes time. And that's something that not a lot of people are aware of because they kind of get blindsided by the success stories that they hear, like, yeah, I went viral and this completely blew up overnight, when the reality is, for the majority, it doesn't happen that way. So if you're thinking about, yeah, I'll just go towards brand deals where I'm making more, yes, but factor in the time of building in that audience. Guys, I actually recently read somewhere that building a strong, trusting audience takes on average 5 or more years. But it doesn't mean that you can't monetize on the way as you build up that audience. I've shared lots of examples of what I call the monetization ladder and how any contentpreneur can follow it from day one, whether you're a creator looking to make money through UGC, through selling content, through brand deals, all that good stuff, or whether you started off as an entrepreneur and now use content to fuel your business. It's the same thing, and the same ladder structure applies to you. That ladder explained is in this video. And from my perspective, I do both. I've done brand deals, I've done UGC, a ton of UGC. I mean, over like 200 videos of UGC content. And I think both are just as great. Each one definitely has its own pros and cons. I mean, a brand deal definitely has a lot more guidelines to follow. You are working more hand in hand with the team. They want it a certain way, rather than UGC. My personal experience has been a lot more relaxed, probably because it is more on the user, right? That's what the brand is looking for, user-generated content. They want it to be more natural, more relaxed. I like going full in and giving the brand like, hey, this is what I think would be really, really cool, because it looks very natural when you post it on your content. And yeah, you might be thinking, but Laura, why would you do that when the $4,000 over here sounds great? Yeah, it sounds great, but factor in the time it takes to build an audience. It takes time, it takes effort, it takes so much dedication, passion, consistency. I mean, so many things to build up an audience. I mean, like the one that I have right now, which I'm very, very thankful for every person here, that takes time along the way to build up. The $200 video I can do at any time. They're shorter, quicker, like I mentioned, more relaxed videos. If I want to, I can even work with more brands if I'm looking to scale that up and I want to kind of match what I would make with the brand deal. Bottom line, guys, both are just as great. It's more about at what point in the journey are you on? Are you starting off? Do you have an audience? Do you want to promote everything to your audience? Does it even fit in with your audience? You're not going to go talking about a margarita drink when all you talk about is basketball. It's all about what point in the journey you're on. And it's not picking either or. At one moment, you can be doing both. You can say, hey, let me scale back on one, maybe let me do more of the other. It's all up to you. Knowing where you're at, knowing what is going to benefit the brands that you are also working with, taking that and running with it. So if you're on the brand deal side, go ahead and comment a little frog emoji down below. And if you're on the UGC side, go ahead and comment a little monkey down below so I know in what lane you guys fall. And as always, I'll see you right back here on this same exact channel next time.